5 tips to improve your online tutoring session for students. This webinar is geared for students with tutors, so if you are a tutor, this video probably isn't what you are looking for. So now that that's out of the way, let's begin. Tip number 1, always come to class prepared. Coming to class prepared would mean coming to class without any distractions, no TV in the background or Facebook notifications chiming in every 6 seconds. You want to give your tutor your undivided attention to ensure that you clearly understand what they are saying and that you are also clearly understood. You also want to be receptive to feedback. You must understand that any criticism that you receive during the lesson will be constructive in nature. Your tutor is only trying to help you boost your language skills to a native level. And we can't forget how important it is to have your learning materials ready. These items can be anything from pens to pencils, notepads or index cards, a stable internet connection, solid headphones with a decent microphone, and your completed homework assignments. Yes, homework assignments. What's the point of taking homework assignments if you are not going to do the work? Which brings us to tip number 2. Complete all of your homework assignments. The importance of this lies in the fact that even when you're not meeting with your tutor, you can be engaged in the language. The homework assignments are given so that you will have structured tasks to complete which support your overall language goals. For example, your tutor may give you several articles to read or ask you to record yourself reading a passage from a book. The reason that they may ask you to complete these tasks on your own is so that during your next session, you will be able to maximize the time with your paid tutor, as well as maintaining momentum in your studies. If a tutor asks you to read an article over the weekend and you decide not to read it, this will mean that you will have to spend the next session reading the article, and then, after reading the article, you will have to answer the questions based on the article, which will eat your time away. Now, if you did complete the assignment and came to class prepared, you can jump right into the review questions and move on to the next topic. Do you see how that works? Tip number 3. Ask your tutor questions. Asking questions is one of the best things that you can do in your tutoring session because it provides you with the opportunity to practice speaking, listen to native responses to your questions, and get a deeper sense of the language's rhythm. I'm not sure if you have noticed, but each language has its own rhythmic flow that natives use to navigate a conversation. The sounds and gestures we make during conversations, such as oh, or buh, indicate that someone has something they would like to interject, or that you said something that they found interesting. We can talk a little more in depth about some of the language nuances in a later webinar, if you would like. Just drop down in the comments and let me know. Also, subscribe to the channel while you're down there. Now that my shameless plug is out of the way, let's continue to tip number 4. Tip number 4. Be honest with yourself and your tutor. A tutor is nothing more than an opportunity for you to express yourself in a new language and receive real-time feedback. So wouldn't it make sense to talk about things that actually matter? To talk about things that are important to you? To talk about what you do on a daily basis at work? To talk about some insane conversation that you had with a close friend? Your tutor is not there to judge and should always provide a warm, welcoming atmosphere that nurtures a student's progress. Another benefit of speaking in an open and honest nature with your tutor is that nobody knows your tutor. This is your tutor, and many tutors have had previous lives before jumping online to help students with their language. Your tutor may have a medical background. He or she could be someone that has been through 3 divorces. Your tutor may even be someone that has a background in criminal justice. So you will not only gain the language skills from your tutor, but tidbits that can help you in life as well. Now, of course, this is all reliant on the fact that you have a quality tutor to begin with. If you would like a webinar on how to pick a tutor, let me know in the comments below. Now, tip number 5, the last tip. Review your daily goals. The importance of reviewing your daily goals on a daily basis is that this action will help you maintain a greater sense of motivation towards the end result. It can be easy for someone to lose their way just as soon as life steps in and shakes up their world. It's not uncommon to hear of people not even speaking English or their target language for weeks or months at a time. The only way that this is possible is if they subconsciously made no effort to continue their studies. And the only way that would happen is if they lost motivation. This is why it is important to review your language goals on a daily basis. And this will conclude today's webinar. I appreciate you allowing me to steal your ear for a few minutes, and I would also like to remind you of the like and share buttons down below if you wanted to share your appreciation as well. Also, if you would like to make a suggestion for a future webinar topic or get in contact with me for language assistance, you can reach me at englishandcoffeepodcast@gmail.com. If you would like to listen to the free weekly podcast, which also provides a wealth of English audio, you can find it here at www.englishandcoffee.org. Until next time, speak in your target language whenever possible.